Hey, blessed afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Brewing Live, all new season, episode 466 for mental preparedness in the new landscape of living amidst the challenges of our present time. Brewing Live is a community service of CACC Republic, the home of certified CACC life coaches and coaching hub of Life Coach Philippines. We are now brewing wellness in Wellness Connection, and we're now doing Radical Healing series for this month of October. And today's live streaming is dubbed as Leadership First Aid. Yan, mga leaders out there, have a conversation with me as we talk about first aid in leadership. This live streaming is in partnership with Life Coach Philippines, and our heart here as game changers is to brew mental fitness in your space and help nurture holistic mental health for you and the people that matters to you. So shout out to all of our coaching community and to my fellow kindred coaches who are serving in this corner of the digital space and advancing life coaching ethically and also authentically. Giving is a lifestyle that will never go out of style. As you see the value of what we're doing here, as what we're providing to you as an organization, I would truly appreciate if you send us a stars in there, send up some love gifts in there. If you're getting value of the things that we're doing here, and we've been doing this for the longest time already, every single day without fail, and it's something that would really help you out in your space. Send us some love in there just to make us feel that you're getting value on the things that we're doing here. We also have a GCash and bank account details in there that you can also utilize. For CACC Republic experience, visit CACC Republic inside Pioneer Center compound along Pioneer Road, corner Brixton and United Streets in Capitolio, Pasig City. We are open, by the way, from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So bukas na po sila ngayon. We're closed on a Friday, but we're open for the rest of the day. We exist to help clients experience healing and breakthrough by providing them with a safe space for inspiration to begin with a cup of coffee and transformation to happen through the platform of life coaching. I've seen and experienced transformation here. I've experienced a lot of breakthrough when I first stepped to their place. That is sa Mandaluyong pa, back in 2018. And I tell you, it's a wonderful feeling. It's a wonderful experience that just allows you to move on, progress on, and become better as you go along. We are more than a traditional cafe that serves your favorite and classic comfort foods like sausage platter, waffles, bagels, cakes, milkshakes, and coffee-based drinks. And we help individuals to shift and transition towards therapeutic lifestyle change with our line of plant-based meals. We have natural fruit juices, keto products, sugar replacement, and insulin organic wine and tea available. And CACC Republic is also exclusive distributor of David Spade insulin wine and tea in the area of Mandaluyong and also in Parañaque City. And our hashtag Save One campaign against diabetes is ongoing. I invite you to join us as a reseller and brand ambassadors to help raise awareness of the sugar regulator products to help fight the debilitating symptoms and effects of diabetes. Please check our FB page here for the menu of sumptuous meals and refreshing drinks, or connect with Coach Rezzhel at 0917-586-1661 to partner with CACC Republic in advancing health and wellness in your space. If you have just joined us, welcome. Thank you for being here. You may also secret this link and video to invite your friends and watch with you. You may also tag them in the comments below and give them a shout out and thumbs up for encouragement, motivation, and best, just acknowledge and express gratitude. Especially on a Sunday, it's October 9th, by the way. And, it's only a couple of months before we start really celebrating the Yuletide season. Medyo malayo pa, no? Pag September, nag-start na agad tayo mag-celebrate. So we're still getting in there. So send some gratitude in there. Just say hi to someone. Last night I just finished Think Talk broadcast, and one of the things that I was reminded of having an interview or interviewing my guest Ryan is just the expression of gratitude to other people. Just say hi to those mentors, to those coach that continue to trust in you, that continue believes in you, that continues to see you as a better person, as a better individual in the future. And it's something that's really worthwhile to say hi, maraming salamat. Just say, if you can remember someone, just remember someone, a mentor or a coach that has helped you along the way. Tell them, hi, maraming salamat for this wonderful gift that you've sent to me. As far as for me, let me give you a shout out to all of our mental model collectors inside the Be Learning Society by Master Coach A. Excuse me. If you are one person who desires to experience transformation in the areas of your health, wealth, and relationship, then I invite you to join us inside the Be Learning Society as one of the mental model collector with full access to the mental model masterclass by Master Coach A and exclusive for Be Learning Society members only. B-Learning Society is a tent maker of the B-Learning Soul Homes for mental fitness. And on top of the food and beverage discount we enjoy from Decaf Cup Republic, mental model collectors also benefit with a 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. For more information and registration assistance, please connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661. Yan. We are diving into today's conversation, leadership first aid. I'm going to talk about the 4 types of stressors that you experience along the way in your workplace. Please do tag your friends and forward this video link and invite others to join us in our conversation for radical healing. Maybe you know someone that would need to have this conversation about, the workplace. Send this over. Kailangan natin to. Ituturo ko sa inyo to. As for me, thank you very much. If this is the first time you're joining me, I am Life Coach Shaun. I'm the man from Pasig City. I'm professional CACC life and mental health coach from Life Coach Philippines. And I'm a coaching entrepreneur. I'm a mental model collector. I'm also a public speaker. And in the corporate world, I am an executive currently supporting BPO operations for one of the Fortune 500 companies offering global services and consulting work. I do consulting work, in my career currently, and it's something that's really just helping people in their solve complex problems to convert them into an easily digestible way of them solving our problem. If you're gonna watch this in the replay and the future, comment in there #replay, and do send us a message if you wish to connect with any of the points that resonates with you. Of course, the YouTube link if you want high definition videos, higher definition videos, check the YouTube link that we have there in the description. You can watch the replays of all of the Brewing Live episodes in the caption. Please do follow and subscribe to the channel so that you'll be notified with new learning videos becomes available. So today I'm going to talk to you about the 4 types of stress and the 3 types. Yeah, pagdadagdagan ko yan, may gift ako, also the 3 types of response that we all do. But before I begin, thank you very much for joining us, Coach Tien. Coach Al, maraming salamat. Coach C, thank you for joining us. And my promise to you in this episode is you will learn how to choose, what is the best response that you would do in a stressful situation in a calm and patient way. So from our last time I talked about leadership first aid and I talked about the stress continuum. If you haven't watched that, watch that episode here in the Cup Republic for our October Radical Healing series. I talk about the stress continuum. Yan, research mo po siya and watch that video after you watch this. And it's a way for you, it was developed for you to make an assessment of how you are as far as stress level is concerned. Because there are different stress continuum and there are different types of stress level that you experience. So one of them, I'll give you the 4, just a recap, very, very quick lang. If you want to talk, get a deeper understanding this in detail, just watch the video that the Brewing episode that I have for leadership first aid. So 4 lang siya. Either you're a ready state or green, which means you're optimally functioning, you're adaptive in growth, and also you are well. It means that you are in your best state, you are, doing optimal performance, you're able to think properly, you're able to decide properly, there's no stressors from other people, you're physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually fit. All of that, yan yung green. You are ready and you are in green. Now, all of us go through this. If you got promoted or maybe you have just recently hired or maybe you have a new project, di ba naka-green ka pa at super excited ka pa and everything's working well to you. But as you continue to progress and experience stress, you move in towards reacting. Yan, nag-yellow ka na. It means that there are mild distresses that you experience. There are sometimes that you are impaired, di ba? Hindi ka nakakapag-respond, hindi ka nakakagalaw. There's always This always, however, the stress goes away eventually, and it's low risk. Na manage mo siya. Sometimes you feel irritable, you feel anxious, you feel down, or you feel that there's a lack of motivation in there. Na experience nyo ba ito? If you've experienced that, share that in the comment there. I've experienced this as well. And this is caused because of the trigger on a stressor. Yan. So reacting stage yan when you're yellow. Now, when you move to a little bit to a state in which medyo difficult situation na, it's injured. So orange color na siya. It means that it's more severe. The stresses you're experiencing, it's persistent. Wala kang magawa. You're not able to overcome it. Kaya nang gawin mo, may impair ka na. Your productivity declines. Your performance declines. You're not the same person as you are when you started it. And you are losing control, di ba? You're panicking. You're rage na. Sometimes you experience, a feeling of depression. And depression, you're no longer feeling that your normal self. Wala na siya. You experience guilt, shame, and blame, and it's causing a threat in you and a loss, di ba? May conflict na dyan sa sarili mo. It seems that your inner game and your outer game is no longer in alignment. But of course, when you move that to a critical level, that means you're ill or it's a red state na. Ano ibig sabihin nito? Super persistent na and disabling na yung distress sa buhay mo. You're no longer functioning. Minsan, ayaw mo nang mag-work. Minsan, you dread even waking up in the morning. You dread that it's 7 o'clock, it's 8 o'clock already that you need to start. You have a severe distress and social occupational impairment. You feel hopeless that things are not working out for you. Kahit nagpadala na ng support, nagpadala na ng mga tulong sa'yo, wala pa rin, di ba? You experience mental health conditions already and it's affecting you. Now, when you are in this state, the best way for you to be able to, make a stand is to first raise awareness. Kaya itong ginagawa ko sa inyo is to raise awareness. If you are a leader in the workplace and even if you are an individual contributor, I tell you, leader ka pa din naman because people will follow you. People are, whatever you say in there, whatever you recommend, whatever the things that you're producing in there, people are following that. And as you continue on and raising awareness towards where you're at right now, are you ready, reacting, injured, and ill, it allows you to stop. Diba? Yun ang gusto kong gawin nyo. Mag-stop muna kayo. Baka may mga ginagawa kayo dyan. Just stop for now. Stop and make an assessment of where you are. Because when we're not able to create that safe and mental space for people to be able to make an assessment, it affects the way that they see themselves. And, judgment and consequences of your employment, medical or psychological interventions can all limit you from achieving an initiative to seek help. Di ba? Pag pinagdadaanan mo to, pag ready, pag green pa, okay pa, you feel comfortable getting that support. Pag ready reacting na, you kind of have that reservation because the way that the corporate world is created is you don't feel that when you open up, when you share to other people that, hey, something since me are not, clicking in, it's not syncing, you feel that people are judging you. You feel that people are rejecting how you feel and people are not really there to stop and take a look at and make an assessment. So this is an stigma that every one of us experience. I have experienced this. And again, it's not the fault of other people, but it's because of the culture that's being built in there. It's an unfortunate truth. And I want you to wake up about the truth in there because if you don't speak up that, hey, I am currently in the state right now and I need some breaker. I need to take a break. Then no one would know that you need it. Wag mo na. Don't put yourself in an exhausted state in which eventually you will be sick and hindi ka na makakatayo. The stigma in here is a handful of people are not expressing themselves because they feel that the support is something that makes them weak. I tell you, that is not a sign of weakness. That is a sign of strength when you say, hey, I need help. I need support. O sabi nga ni Ryan kagabi, we won't know as leaders, as directors, as executives, we don't know if you are undergoing some challenging times. Raise your hands, have a conversation, state your case. If people don't hear you, then best way path, of course, further escalate that. Else, make a decision on how to move forward. Now, I'm talking here about, I want to highlight to you that the leadership first aid and that 4 types of stressor that I will share to you ensures that you are emphasizing, practicing, di ba, self-care. Yeah. Self-care is non-negotiable. Bawal mag-negotiate ng self-care kahit ano pang trabahong andyan, kahit deadline na yan. If it's already affecting the way that you feel and the way that you think and the way that you act, pause and get a grasp of it. Because you need to start saying yes to yourself. Ikaw muna. You cannot say yes to other people if you're continuously saying no to yourself because you cannot give what you don't have. Diba? Ikaw muna. We need to be someone who's a good steward. I've been talking about stewardship for a couple of years now. And some of the things that we need to start taking a look at is stewardship starts with you. Tatlo yan. Stewardship is you, the people around you, and your environment. And you cannot start with your environment first because it needs to start with you. You need to be a product of stewardship. And that means that you are in control of what is happening in your life. All right? So telling people that your safety or their health comes first means that it starts with you. Ikaw muna. Kung leader ka, ikaw muna. Take a look at, make an assessment of where you're at right now. All right? So being able to recognize and speak that you need support will prevent your stress reactions from progressing towards that red zone. Yan, tatlo yan. Thank you very much, Coach Lynn, for sharing. Make a decision. Make a decision and take action. Yan, wag kayong pupunta na doon sa red zone. But if you are in the red zone right now, then you are in the right space. I'll help you out, overcome that and start going back to the green zone. Now, the 4 types of stress are mostly likely to move into the orange zone. O yan, kung andun ka na sa green, di ba, from green, ready, yellow is reacting, orange is injured, and eel is red. O yan, yung iniiwasan natin, pupunta ka. And as you continue along and understanding is, I'm gonna share to you the 4 types of stress which are most likely to move you from someone into the orange zone and eventually to the to the red zone. All right? So when you are entering the orange and red zone, make sure that you are managing or taking care or being mindful of what I will be sharing to you. 4 types of stressor that moves you towards the orange zone and red zone. Ready na kayo? Ready na kayo? Ayan, get some pen and paper in there or watch this on the replay again. I really want you as a leader to get a clear grasp of it so that you know what to do starting later and when you start your shift tomorrow. Okay? 4 types of stress that you're most likely to move you towards the orange zone or in the red zone. Number one, life threat. Yan. Life-threatening or other situations that provoke terror o di ba? Horror or helplessness. So, paisip mo, may terror ba sa opisina, coach? May horror ba doon? May mga mumu ba doon? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how you feel about it. I'm talking about when you feel that you're helpless, when you fear that your world is crumbling down, where you feel that you are no longer safe. That is life-threatening already. When you feel that when you wake up in the morning, parang ayaw mo na bumangon. When you feel that paggising mo pa lang, even thinking about it, it strikes fear in you. That is a life threat already. And this type of injury can include experiencing a near miss or close call experience with other people or witnessing or hearing about life-threatening experience of others. Minsan, isipin mo, coach, di ba pag life-threatening, dapat may na-aksidente, may sakuna, may mga ganitong instances. I tell you, even in conversations, that is also triggering some life threats for you. So make an assessment of what are the life threats that you've experienced. Pag naiintindihan mo yan, pag na-accept ng brain mo, okay, itong conversation na ito is for me life-threatening. Of course, huwag mong sabihin doon. Make sure you pause. Okay. Andito na ako. Baka mag-move na ako doon towards orange and red. So that's first, life threat. Number 2 is the stressor is the feeling of loss. Yan, grief due to the loss of a close co-worker, a leader, a family member, people we are responsible for or other we cared for the individuals. Yan, meron ka pag minsan siguro, you've honed and developed a handful of people in the workplace, tapos eventually, hindi mo maintindihan, bakit nagkukwit sila? They resign, they quit, or they ask themselves to move to another project or another team or another department on all of these different things. That is a feeling of loss because you feel that the relationship or the functions or the values that you have is being affected. So take a look at this loss that you're experiencing right now, even at times when someone is taking away the control of your shift, of your schedules, of the things that you need to do, that is also a feeling of loss. So get a grasp of that, because when you're not able to grasp that, you're not able to acknowledge and accept that, hey, you're experiencing it, you're gonna move eventually to the injured zone and eventually to the being ill. Okay, minsan iniisip mo, coach, yung una naman, very healthy naman ako, I'm able to do it, and even my people are able to do things, but eventually they come into a state where they're taking their leaves, they're taking their sick leaves, minsan nauubo-ubo na, nagsisipon-sipon na, hindi mo naiintindihan, okay naman sila, di ba? They only come into work at certain times, you give them time to rest, but of course, yung mental and emotional aspect of their life or the functions is already being affected. All right. Number 3, stressor is the inner conflict. Yeah. A sense of inner turmoil due to the conflict between one's moral, ethical beliefs and the current experiences. Now, take a look at the conversations that you're having with other people, your clients, the leadership team. Take a look at this. Is there a turmoil already on what you feel and what you are experiences? Because if there is a disconnect in there, and that is where an inner conflict starts, it can result from acting outside of your internal. You have morals, you have values, you have perception about how the things would work, but that's already harming you because the other is treating you is not commensurate to how you see things, how you're doing things. So it's gonna affect you little by little as you decline, and you move yourself towards an ill state. Kaya madaming tao, madaming leaders in the corporate world that are super performing, that eventually may biglang pumasok na kakaiba, you start declining. That is because of that inner conflict with you. So how do you know when they're starting an inner conflict? Pag may mga conversations na kayo na you could have, you should have, you ought to have, why me, if only, yan, make an assessment already. There is already an inner conflict between who you are and what you're seeing in your space. And lastly, ito, common to, lagi to, na-experience natin to, is when you come of age, wear and tear. Or wear and tear is a result of fatigue or accumulation of prolonged stress. For example, if you are constantly extending hours, you're working 14 hours, 16 hours, you're sleeping less than 6 hours, minsan 2 hours pa lang yung tulog mo, minsan putol-putol na, you need rest and restoration. You need rest and restoration. If you don't put that time for your body to restore, for your mind to restore, for your emotions to rest, then I tell you, it will decline and put you in a space where you are ill. All right? So those are the 4. Make an assessment. Thank you, Coach Al, for putting that in there. Make an assessment of where you're at right now. Get a grip of it. Get a grip. Hold on to that. Wag mong bitawan yan, because if you let go of that and you allow people to take control of you and the environment to take control of you, then it's really gonna put you in a state in which you will be injured and eventually ill. O, di ba? Wag mo nang magpunta ng ill. Kung injured ka na ngayon, go back. Make an assessment, pause, and start putting yourself in the front line of everything that you do. All right? So how do we respond? Usually with this, 3 ways to do when we respond to these kinds of stressor. Number 1 is either we are reactive. We respond in the environment, whatever the people in there, we're just reactive, we respond to it, we adapt, and we are not in control. Number 2 is active. You either find solutions and opportunities, find ways for you to be able to improve, to respond better, find ways for you to be able to get that necessary equipping, that necessary knowledge for you to overcome. Or 3, and I really encourage you to start practicing this, is proactive. Proactive is you are intentional. You are preemptive. You are finding, searching, looking for ways of doing things so that you don't go into an ill state and eventually in that orange state of you not being able to respond in a positive way because injured ka na in that sense. All right? So, what do you need to do to move towards being proactive? Simple lang naman. Simple but not easy. What you need to do is to develop, yan, creative skills. Ayan, simple lang. Creative skills. Creativity is, simple lang na ba? Creativity allows you to stop. And I want you to stop. I need you to stop, because if you don't stop, think of it as you are driving a sports car for more than 24 hours in a week, or even every single day, 24 hours eventually your engine will overheat, your tires will be exhausted, and you will burn down. Yan. I would need you to stop and start creative thinking. Creative skills is what you need to develop. And if this is something that you want to develop and something that you want to start working on, every Sunday I talk about creativity for Comfy Sunday. Later, I'm going to do that at 7:30 p.m. there at the CACC Republic. So if you want to reignite the creativity of yours and just put the spark in there, punta kayo mamaya sa CACC Republic. We're located at Pioneer Center compound along Pioneer Road, corner Brixton and United Streets in Capitolio, Pasig City. But of course, I want to leave you behind on 5 things, basic creative skills that you can start doing. All right? Number 1, first and foremost, postpone your judgment. Ayan, pag na-experience ka na ng stress, yung stressor na shinare ko, postpone mo muna yung judgment mo. Huwag ka muna mag-judge. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge other people. Just put yourself in a space of being mindful about your surrounding. Number 2 is think in alternatives. Don't be fixated with one thought. Don't be fixated with one action. Think of alternatives. Think of other ways of perspective. Think of other ways of doing things, other ways of responding. Just think of alternatives. Number 3, of course, make connections. We are social creatures. Make connections with the people that you can relate with. Sabi ni Ryan kagabi inside my show, Integrate and Think Talk broadcast, he said that the value of a tribe is very crucial in the corporate world. Meron din tribal effect dyan. So maghanap ka, sabi nga, mga pack of wolves that they are coming together, joining together to help each other out so that they thrive. Number 4 is observe. Observe, observe, observe. Observe how you feel, observe how you think, observe how you act. Ikaw muna, wag muna other people. You, observe yourself, observe yourself. Don't stop that. Take a hold of that. Take a grasp of that so you are not in that state in which, people are controlling you. And number 5, use your imagination. Use your imagination. Imagine how things are, how can things be improved. That is the beauty of creativity, because you're not limited to the box. You are outside of the box, or better yet, there's really no box in there. This world has created this box for us to be able to limit ourselves from being rich, from acquiring wealth. Well, start removing those boxes. So those are the 5 basic creative skills that you can do. Postpone your judgment, think of alternatives, make new connections, observe, and use your imagination. All right? I hope you're able to learn and gain some wisdom and nuggets in here. If you see the value in here, send some stars in there, and also share this video with other people that are going through the same experiences as I have shared with you. And if you are someone who needs support, feel free to visit us at the CACC Republic. It's a coaching hub. It's open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. We're just closed on a Friday, but the rest of the day we're open. So join us. And for those of you who's going through some tough times right now and you want to take care of your mental health and you want to understand how things were, I would like to invite you to join us in the 24-hour mental fitness marathon that's going to be happening mamayang madaling araw at 12 a.m. Visit us at Mental Model Cocoon at Facebook and take a look at all of the schedules in there. I'm going to be up at around 7 p.m. and I'm going to talk about safety and connection code for families. Why is it important that you're able to create that safety and connection code in your families? Because at the end of the day, when you are able to practice it at home, eventually you're able to integrate that in the workplace and vice versa. So mamaya po yan, we start at 12 a.m. starting with Master Coach A as we talk about ano ba yung topic namin? Wait lang ha. We talk about, Master Coach A will talk about the ayan, wala na yung ano ko. Something that I really would ask you to go to Mental Model Collector's Cocoon and take a look at all of the topics in there that will really allow you to see things in a different perspective. At 12 midnight, rest back, rescue, and backup when anxiety turns into anger. Kami po yan and the other CMC here who's supporting you. Thank you, Coach Lynn. All right. Thank you for joining me, for supporting all of the advancement that we're doing here at the CACC Republic and our advancement for mental fitness. Again, I would like to invite you to join us on floor for our face-to-face community service. Mamaya po, 7:30, I'm going to talk about creativity. Monday is walk along with Coach Tin for nurturing relationship. Group Tuesday is all about habits with Master Coach Jasmine. Purpose Wednesday is all about a way in a day with Coach Rezzhel, and Strengthening Thursday talks about coaching for the soul for those of you who want to heal. And on a Saturday, that's open mic with Coach Orville sa mga taong gusto kumanta at gusto ng spoken word. This is a free community event. Join us. Punta po kayo mamaya sa Dikap Kappa Republic. I tell you, it's going to be a wonderful experience. Let me help you ignite that so that you're able to manage your stress and find alternative ways that you have not seen before for you to become better. All right? If you are interested to become a professional service provider, either as a life coach or mental health coach, connect with Coach Rezzhel at 0917-586-1661 to know more about the Co-Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program by Master Coach A. We are now accepting applications for mental health certification and internship program in the limited slot. So make sure that you are reserving your seat with Coach Rezzhel. Join us back tomorrow for the same time, same digital space for episode 467 with Coach Lynn. Ayan, Life Coach Lynn Garcia as she talks about hashtag Project Better Friendship. All right? Maraming salamat for joining me. This is Life Coach Shaun, mentally fit to serve you in behalf of Life Coach Philippines. This is us in the Philippines. La bam boom, la bam boom, la bam boom. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you back again soon. Bye-bye.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag-and-drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.